Land back, land back. Welcome. My name is Chief Oju. I'm representing the nations of Africa and Boriken, otherwise known as Puerto Rico. And I come from the working class with some petty boo aspiration contradictions. And I use he, him pronouns, and I am the chief of agitation and propaganda here at the Black Hammer Party. And I would love to welcome you to Nigeria, Crisis Today, Revolution Tomorrow, a panel and fundraiser for the Nigeria chapter of the Black Hammer Party, because as we know, we have a worldwide revolution going on. And because we have a worldwide revolution going on, we need to make sure that all of our comrades all around the world got what they need in order to make sure that the revolution is getting started and is getting done in their nation. All right. And so I want to welcome you to this video. Make sure that when you are watching this video, that the first thing you do is that you like this video, give it that thumbs up. If watching on YouTube, you just click that little thumb and give that like so that people know that this video is one that they should be sharing with their friends, with their family. And make sure you comment. Say, hey, I'm up in here, I'm watching this. Make sure you comment and share. That's the most important thing. We want you to take this video and share it in a DM to your friend, to your baby mom, to your cousin, to your students. Share this video. Share this video in your Facebook groups. If you have a Facebook group that's about gardening, if it's about pizza, but more importantly, if it's about being from Africa, being from Nigeria, being proud of who you are, being proud of where you come from, share this video because us colonized people, we're always trying to find ways to support and grow our confidence in our leadership in the world. And this is one way we're doing it through the Black Hammer Party, through the Nigeria chapter. So share this video and subscribe, okay? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Black Hammer TV, youtube.com/Black Hammer TV, anti-colonial content 24/7. You get to see exactly what comrades around the world are doing to bring revolution to their people in their nations and working to liberate their people. All right. So make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. All right. And if you are new to this organization, to this party, the Black Hammer Party is an anti-colonial revolutionary party working to liberate the land around the world that has been stolen, that has been pillaged, that has been looted by colonizers. All right. And we're trying to get the land back into the hands of the poor and working class colonized people so that we can have control over our lives, labor, land, and resources. And so that's who the Black Hammer Party is. And our Nigeria chapter is just one crux in this work to make sure that we get the liberation that not only do our people deserve, that our people are guaranteed because of the contradiction of colonialism. All right. So again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I want to welcome you to this panel. This panel is going to be a pre-recorded video. It's a pre-show because our comrades in Nigeria are spread throughout Nigeria. And, it's not always easy for them to come together to do one thing. They have units. They have units throughout Nigeria and are able to organize in the units. But in order to all be there in one place, we want to make sure that all their voices get heard and get heard clearly. And so we are having this panel. So you're going to see some videos of our Nigerian comrades talking about what they're doing in their chapter, talking about the state of the Nigerian nation and the Nigerian people. And you will get the chance to support them by donating. We want you to donate. We want you to give resources to the Nigerian people and the Nigerian comrades who are helping to get our people off the streets and into leadership, into the Black Hammer Party, into the leadership of the Nigerian people. And so, again, welcome. And we're so excited to have you watching this today. Okay. And so, of course, we want to welcome you, and you should make sure that, again, share and find out a little bit more about what the Nigerian chapter has been doing. Stick around and you'll hear directly from who they are and what they are doing for their people. But of course, before we get started, every single Black Hammer content, video, meeting, everything starts with some political education. And so we're going to read Amilcar Cabral, tell no lies, claim no easy victories. Amilcar Cabral was a Guinea-Bissau revolutionary leader who was fighting against the Portuguese for the liberation of the people of Guinea-Bissau. And of course, he was a major inspiration throughout all of Africa. And so we're going to uplift our African revolutionaries and our African revolutionary movements and our African people and read this political education. All right. So this is tell no lies, claim no easy victories. Always bear in mind that the people are not fighting for ideas, for the things in anyone's head. They are fighting to win material benefits, to live better and in peace, to see their lives go forward, to guarantee the future of their children. We should recognize as a matter of conscience that there have been many faults and errors in our action, whether political or military. An important number of things we should have done, we have not done at the right times or not done at all. In various regions, and indeed everywhere in a general sense, political work among the people and among our armed forces has not been done appropriately. Responsible workers have not carried or have not been able to carry through the work of mobilization, formation, and political organization defined by the party leadership. Here and there, even among responsible workers, there has been a marked tendency to let things slide, and even a certain demobilization which has not been fought and eliminated. On the military plane, many plans and objectives established by the party leadership have not been achieved. With the means we have, we could do much more and better. Some responsible workers have misunderstood the functions of the army and guerrilla forces, have not made good coordination between these two, and in certain cases have allowed themselves to be influenced by preoccupation with the defense of our positions, ignoring the fact that, for us, attack is the best means of defense. And with all this as a proof of insufficient political work among our armed forces, there has appeared a certain attitude of militarism, which has caused some fighters and even some leaders to forget the fact that we are armed militants and not militarists. This tendency must be urgently fought and eliminated within the army. If 10 men go to a rice field and do the day's work of 8, there's no reason to be satisfied. It's the same in battle. 10 men fight like 8, that's not enough. One can always do more. Some people get used to the war, and once you get used to a thing, it's the end. You get a bullet up the spout of your gun and you walk around. You hear the motor on the river and you don't use the bazooka that you have, so the Portuguese boats pass unharmed. Let me repeat, one can do more. We have to throw the Portuguese out. Create schools and spread education in all liberated areas. Select young people between 14 and 20, those who have at least completed their 4th year for further training. Oppose without violence all prejudicial customs, the negative aspects of the beliefs and the traditions of our people. Oblige every responsible and educated member of our party to work daily for the improvement of their cultural formation. Oppose among the young, especially those over 20, the mania for leaving the country so as to study elsewhere, the blind ambition to acquire a degree, the complex of inferiority, and the mistaken idea which leads to the belief that those who study or take courses will thereby become privileged in our country tomorrow. Land back. And so political education is showing us that in order to achieve the liberation of our nations, to achieve the liberation of the Nigerian nation, which, as you know, our comrades in Nigeria will say, is one of the largest nations in the world. To achieve this, we have to do more. We have to do more, and we have to do the work of 10 men, not do the work of 8 men as 10, right? And our people in Nigeria, our comrades in Nigeria, have been working hard to make sure that not only are they politically educating the people, not only are they making sure that people are healthy against the pandemic and against the virus, but are actually recruiting our people who are living on the streets, the people who understand what the system is capable of, them bringing them into the organization. But what they need from you, is support. They need donations, they need resources in order to maintain their housing for these people that they are bringing from the streets into their home. This is something that we don't see in any other movement anywhere else in the world. We don't see a revolutionary movement that is focused solely on the homeless, that is focused solely on the people on the streets, who we know are the leadership, the true leadership. Black Hammer's fourth principle of unity says that only the poor and working class colonized proletariat is the true leadership, meaning that the poor and working class colonized people on the streets are the ones who are going to lead us out of this mess. And just like Amilcar Cabral says, we have to oppose the idea that people over, especially people over 20, have to go get a degree, have to go get some education, and that's how they'll change their world. He even says that no, it's not those people. That is not the way. What we have to do is make sure we bring our people into the revolutionary movement and educate them and get them to educate others. We don't need any more of this colonial education. In the case of Nigeria, it's time to throw the British out. It's time to throw the United Snakes out. It's time to throw out all the nations that exploit and use the resources of Nigeria and the Nigerian people in order to get themselves a profit, in order for themselves to get a buck in their pocket, right? It's time to end that. And Amilcar Cabral says that, and our comrades in Nigeria say that as well. So again, let's like, comment, share, and subscribe. Keep on sharing this. Keep on sharing because we want you to get the word out. Just like Amilcar Cabral says, let's spread this education everywhere. You need to take your part and do the same. All right? And so we are going to learn a little bit more from the Nigeria chapter, a little bit about who they are, what they're ready to do. All right? And we're going to get into these questions that they have been asked to see a little bit more about what the state of the Nigerian people and the state of the Nigerian nation is. And so, before we do that though, donate, all right? We want to make that call for donations. You can donate to BHO International on Cash App, all right? And put the note Nigeria. Of course, we have chapters all over the world. And so what we're trying to do is make sure that we know that your donation is going directly to Nigeria. So in the note on your Cash App donation, put the note Nigeria in there so that we can make sure it goes directly to them. So again, that is BHO International on Cash App. And put the note Nigeria. And if you don't have Cash App, you can reach out to us. Reach out to us at blackhammerorg@gmail.com and see how you can donate if you are unable to donate through Cash App. All right. And if you are able to donate through a credit card or donate through another means like that, you can go to blackhammer.org/donate as well. But if you can't use either that or Cash App, reach out to us, blackhammerorg@gmail.com. And so make sure you are donating. And if you can't donate today and you're watching this video, drop in the comments your pledge, okay? You can put down, you know what? I can't afford this today, but I want to make sure I get $10 to the Nigeria chapter when I get my next paycheck. All right? Put that in the comments. Put that in there so that you can show your commitment to your people, my African people. You see our people here in the United States suffering. You see our people in Africa suffering. You see our people all around the world suffering. You see our African people in Ukraine suffering. Our African people who are stuck there because colonizers in the neo-Nazi fascist Ukraine won't let them out. We are done. We are done not having control of our own lives. And so donate today. Donate $10. Donate $20. Donate $100. Whatever you are able to do in order to make sure that the people of Nigeria at least have leadership to help get the Africans all around the world out of this colonial mess. All right. And so we're going to get into our questions. We're going to get into learning a little bit more about what the Nigeria chapter is doing and the state of the Nigerian people. And so our first question is, what is the state of homelessness in Nigeria today? And from this, we're going to hear from our very own chief of the Nigerian chapter, Chief Ire. Land back.
This is Chief Ire, the leader of Black Hammer Organization, Nigerian chapter, Abuja. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Moderator, for the question. What does homelessness look like in Nigeria? Yeah, Nigeria is a large country, one of the biggest African continent, one of the biggest country in Africa, as you could say, one of the biggest country in the world. with a population of over 189 million people. And among these over 189 million people, we have about 108 people that are homeless. Most of these people are underage minors, sleeping under the bridge, sleeping in motor parks, sleeping on the street, sleeping on uncompleted building. And these people engage in various kind of means, various kind of job, so they can be able to like feed and survive for the day. They engage in bus conductors, they engage in street hawkers, they engage in so many kind of manual jobs just to get what to eat and survive and to keep life moving. But in turn, they are being exposed to dangers ranging from rape on the street, like they fall victim to rape, fall victim to ritual killing, fall victim to molestation, fall victim to all kind of vices that affect them. So that is what it looks like in the country, and the government are not really looking in this direction to help. That is why we as Black Hammers Nigerian chapter, we come up with this panel to be able to like fundraise to help the people to change a new leaf in the African nation in Nigeria, so we can be able to like have a hammer house, so we can house as many of our people. Land back. Yeah, land back. Yeah, going further, talking about homelessness situation in Nigeria. Yeah, so most of these homeless people that sleep under the bridge are being exposed to hard drugs, bad influence. So most of them begins to push drugs, just to push other dangerous maybe guns, to survive, to sell guns. You understand? They become pickpocketers just to survive, which is not really good to um, the country, which is not really good to their mental health as well. So going further, what really affects the economic development of Nigeria is poverty, because those people who just do menial job to survive, how would they be able to fund a good and comfortable house? How would they be able to like sustain their lives by just doing menial jobs? Maybe they make less than $5 a day. How do they cope with $5 a day? Most of them don't even make up to $10 in a whole month. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy out here, and corruption is one of the major challenges in Nigeria, because the money that is supposed to be meant for the people, the government embezzle these funds and then keep it into their own needs, and then forget about the poor working class people. This sellout government just keep this money to themselves and use it for their own purposes, which is really not so cool. Over here in Nigeria, we go through a whole lot. I'm making this video of the street. You could see the background. This is not a house. This is off the street. So it's really a terrible situation over here. And according to World Bank, in 2018, under investment, despite abundant natural resources in Nigeria, is one of the biggest problem we have. We have lots of natural resources, but developing these natural resources is one of the biggest issue because of corruption. So that is why we as Black Hammers, we are regrouping, we are fighting for the change, we are here for the change, we are here for the people, and we'll keep being for the people all the time. Land back.
See, as Chief Ire says, they will be here for the people no matter what. That is what the Nigerian chapter is doing. And of course, Chief Ire explains a lot of situations that are going on in Nigeria that are creating this state of homelessness today. So, Black Hammer's third principle of unity states that we believe all the problems the colonized face come from colonialism and the neo-colonialists that reside within our colonized nations. These neo-colonialists are sellout politicians, these sellout economic leaders, these people who look like us but ain't about us, who look like us but are about the white man's dollar. That's who those neo-colonial sellouts are. And so those people have created this state of corruption, this state of embezzlement, this state of stealing the resources from the people. And while they're comfortable in their big houses and their big mansions, more and more and more people are ending up on the streets of Abuja, of Lagos, of cities all over Nigeria and all over Africa. But what we're going to do as hammers is work to make sure that our people are safe and have a protection against these contradictions of the colony. For instance, Chief Ede talks about how the mental health of the people worsens because of the things that people are forced to do in order to survive. How can you be a leader if you cannot have a grip on your health, whether that's physical or your mental health? And so by housing our people who are living on the streets, we're able to increase the health of our people and therefore increase their capacity to be leaders in the revolution. We're going to hear now from another comrade in Nigeria a little bit more about what the state of homelessness is in the country of Nigeria. Land back.
Landmark. This is Comrade Romanus. I'm here to talk about the state of homelessness in Nigeria. Due to bad governance, people resulted in self-help by making provision for basic social need, which the government perceive as illegal, hence leading to demolition and render lots of people homeless. Technically speaking, 108 million people are without proper housing, while an appropriate 2.4 million people are without roof above their head. Reason behind economic insecurity in Nigeria, inadequate infrastructure, and the COVID-19 pandemic has aggravated the economic downfall, causing more unemployment and poverty in Nigeria. Land back.
Land back. So as Comrade Romanus talks about with the pandemic has forced more and more people into homelessness. And this isn't just in Nigeria, this is all around the world. Colonized people who had somewhat economic stability to maintain just at least a roof over their head have now been forced out of their jobs, have now lost their income, and now are living on the streets. In Nigeria, at the very beginning of the pandemic, when people were forced to quarantine, a lot of people lost their entire income because many of the poor and working class people of Nigeria made their money by selling things in markets on the street to people. And so all of a sudden, when they weren't able to sell things to people every day, they lost their income, which came in day by day. There wasn't tons of savings. It's not like you had all this income to hold on to in the meantime. No, you made your money each day, and your money each day is what sustained you and your family and your people. And so the pandemic really forced our people into a situation of homelessness that was never foreseen before. And so the Nigerian chapter has been addressing this, and they have been addressing the violence that the Nigerian people have faced because of these quarantines, because of the pandemic. When people did try to go out to try to make some kind of income, because that is how they ate and fed their children, they were shot, they were beaten by the pigs in Nigeria. And so our comrades in Nigeria are working even under those conditions to make sure that people have access to something, to have access to something to survive. And so we're going to hear next from a comrade from Nigeria, a comrade that's been recruited from the streets, Comrade Maureen, to hear a little bit from them about the state of homelessness in Nigeria too. Land back.
Lambert, I'm Comrade Maureen, and I was recently recruited off the street, and I've been in the streets for like 3 years now. And being in the streets life is not really easy because the homelessness and staying in the environment area, the flood, all those stuff, and so it's not really easy. When there is rain, you find out that before you wake up, your room already is flooded. So I just call out for the viewers to support us because it's not really easy to be on the street. It's not really easy. Those children, they are suffering. Humans, they are really suffering. And so I call on the viewers to support and to help.
Land back. Yes, Comrade Marine is a comrade from the streets recruited by the Nigerian chapter to adjust the situation that she found herself in. And now she is going to help others. She's going to liberate others out of the situation and bring them into leadership so that they can stop others from being on the street. And one point that she makes that's really important is the weather. Now, in Nigeria, there are a lot of heavy rains, and these heavy rains make it even more difficult for our people in Nigeria who are on the streets, not just because of shelter, but also because of things like malaria, because of the mosquitoes, which malaria is so prevalent in Nigeria and needs immediate treatment in order to not be life threatening. And so, making sure that our people are housed and sheltered so that not only are they protected from the elements, but they're protected from infections from mosquitoes like malaria is vital in order to ensure that they can become revolutionary leadership. So that's why you still need to donate. All right. You need to donate to the Nigeria chapter, BHO International. BHO International on Cash App with the note Nigeria in order to make sure that our comrades there are able to house more people and maintain the housing for their people. So now we're going to hear a little bit about this question. Question number 2. What is the reason behind the economic insecurity in Nigeria? We're going to hear Chief Ire talk a little bit about the things that have created this economic instability that has increased the amount of homelessness in the nation of Nigeria. Land back.
Lambak. So basically, some of the reason why the Nigerian people are displaced off their homes and onto the street is due to natural causes from flooding, fire outbreak, sometimes misunderstanding between children and kids. Children ranging from the age of 17 years, 18, they might fall out with their parents due to religion, dispute, and all that. So most of them choose to have freedom by being on the street as well. Most times now we are in the raining season, and due to constant and consistent rainfall, so flood breaks into people's homes deep into the night, and they get homeless due to this reason, and also fire outbreak, which can be caused through electrical default and all that. It can be caused through maybe people forgetting to turn off their gas or turn off their fire cooking woods and all that. So these are the reasons why fire homelessness is on a high rampage in Nigeria, and it has resulted to many people suffering for long, suffering for years, and they keep on suffering because no solution have been provided yet. That is why we as the Black Hammers organization, we have come out with this plan to be able to like get our people a good home, to be able to like recruit our people into cadre, to make them to have a better life, and to be able to like fit into the society, to revolt against bad governance. That is why we came up with this idea of pulling up this panel so you all could watch, to see, and to support us, so we can be able to grow our chapter and to develop our people. Land back.
Land back, yes. In order for our people to have a new way of living, we have to make sure that they are housed securely, right? It's not a matter of here, you have a house, you are fine. No, you need that security, you need that stability. And so, if you want to make sure that the people in Nigeria have that stability, donate to the chapter BHO International on Cash App, all right, with the note Nigeria. It's something that Chief Ade mentioned that's very important is about the ways that we can lose our homes, right? In Nigeria, with the way that the electricity is being run through a lot of the slums, throughout the burbs, and throughout the outer rural areas of the nation, it leaves a risk of fires. It leaves a risk of things of causing things to burn down. And of course, that's one way. Of course, we see that here in the United States. We see that in lots of colonized nations because they don't create infrastructure that is safe enough for us to maintain our housing. It's just a matter of putting everything together. So whether it's the ghetto, whether it's the barrio, whether it's the slum, whether it's the favela, wherever it is, we know that we're forced into situations that make our housing itself dangerous and unstable sometimes. And so that's why the Nigerian chapter is trying to create safe, stable housing for our people. And so make sure you donate, donate, donate. Donate to Cash App BHO International. Put the note Nigeria. Our people in Nigeria need you. They need your support. They need your ability to put their leadership on the map. And if you are thinking, how much do I donate? You can donate $5. You can donate $10. You can donate $20. You can donate any amount. All right. So donate to BHO International on Cash App. Put that note Nigeria, and we will make sure that our Nigerian comrades get access to them funds. All right. So laying back, we're going to hear from our third question, and Chief Ide is going to talk a little bit more about what has the Nigeria chapter done in the past to serve the people. The Nigeria chapter has been active for so long now, has served so many people. Like as we have seen, Nigeria is a big country. It is a big, big country. A lot of the Africans who live in the United States have their ancestry through the transatlantic slave trade via Nigeria. And so our people are connected strongly between these two nations and around the world because Nigerians have gone all over the world before colonialism and during colonialism because of what has been forced upon us in order to make sure that we can survive and make sure our people survive. And so Chief Ide is going to talk about what the Nigeria chapter has done in the past to serve the people. Land back.
I'm back. So, over the years, in the last 1 year, the Nigerian chapter have been able to like recruit comrades into the house, but the major challenge we have is providing their basic need because we lack resources. We lack resources to be able to like provide their basic need, and we struggle a lot with our Robin Hood policy because most of these Nigerian citizens, the petty bourgeoisie, they really don't want to donate to us, but we'll keep struggling with that aspect. We have recruited the likes of Comrade Linux, Comrade Romanus, Comrade Dami, Comrade Henry, Comrade Maureen, Comrade Deborah, Comrade Chris, and some few other comrades. So we have recruited them. So we want to build into cadre, we want to build the unity among us, we want to build them together. So by doing so, we need this hammer housing so we can be able to like stay together as a team, stay together united, stay together and build and keep pushing up the organization and do more of Robin Hoods together because we should work as a group, just like our political education always said. We need to work as a team to be able to push up, educate people on peace. You understand? Recruit more people. That's why we came up with this planned panel so we can be able to raise some resources, so we can be able to have funds and serve our people the better. Lemberg.
Laying back, yes, the Nigeria chapter has been recruiting. You don't know how many comrades the Nigerian chapter has recruited. They are recruiting not in just one city, they're recruiting in multiple cities and have been building up these units. And so they're trying to create this unit, this hammer house in this unit, and trying to make sure that this unit that is just growing is able to grow in a way that is able to house more of the recruits that they're getting from the street. And so, yes, our people in Nigeria have been doing it. They have given out thousands of masks, whether that is K95 masks, whether that is the surgical mask, because both of those are the ones that can protect our people the most, the K95 the most, of course. But our Nigerian chapter has been distributing, thousands of masks. They have been distributing food consistently to our people on the streets, as well as our working poor people who are in housing but don't have the economic security to maintain food in their homes. And you know what? Those people are going to get served too because they are the leadership as well. Because they understand as well what the system is able to do, what this colonial system is able to do to our people. And so our Nigeria chapter has been doing that as well. They have been working so hard to make sure that a country that was impacted so greatly by this pandemic is safe. They've been working so hard for the safety and for the future of their people. And that's why you need to donate today. You need to donate to BHO International on Cash App, put the note Nigeria, in order to make sure that the Nigeria chapter can keep doing all these beautiful things, all these things like housing our people, feeding our people, protecting our people. Who else is doing that? Who else is doing that but hammers this consistently since the very beginning of the pandemic. No one has been doing it this consistently. People have stopped because they have said, you know what, it's fine. No, Hammer say we're going to keep on doing it. Hammer say we're going to keep pushing forward, keep moving forward, and move forward with us. Move forward with the Nigerian chapter and donate today. And so our last question from the Nigeria chapter is one that is about the future, about moving forward. What are we going to do in the future? What are we going to do to make sure that our people in Nigeria are going to be taken care of, are going to be recruited into leadership, are going to be liberated? Okay? So, what is the future of housing in Nigeria? I know what it is to me. It's the Black Hammer Party. That's the future of housing in Nigeria. So let's hear a couple of our Nigerian comrades talk about that as well. Land back.
Lambert, this is Camille Next from Abuja unit. Talking about the less privileged, the poor and the homeless. We don't see them every day of our life in the marketplace, the roadside, under the bridge, the motor park, trying to look for what to eat, trying to look for a roof under their head, for them to have the privilege which they deserve, which can just make a fundraising for them by giving them what they want, such as making them to feel comfortable, build a house for them, give food, because they are not opportune to live like us in this cold season. Talking about this cold season, see them working under the rain, looking for a shelter too.
Yes. So as Comrade Linux says, we can't just be letting our people stay under these conditions. Our people, are trying to keep that roof over their heads, and Black Hammer is going to provide that roof over their heads. That's why we are getting these funds. That's why we're getting your donations in order to keep that roof over our heads. Because as Carmen Linux was saying, and as they were trying to share with us, this system does not provide our people the opportunity to be taken care of. And our Black Hammer Party is not going to just take care of our people, we're going to bring them into leadership. And that's what Linux was trying to say. Linux was saying that we have leaders out there on the street, and we can bring them in by giving them a roof over their head. And so now Chief Ire has something to say as well about this, as well, the future of housing in Nigeria and the future of the Nigerian movement against colonialism led by the Black Hammer Party. Land back.
And also, Lambek, we intend to grow this chapter beyond Abuja, beyond Lagos, beyond Bayelsa, beyond Delta, beyond Kaduna, beyond Kano. We want to spread across the 36 states of Nigeria, and by doing so we need to build a base, a headquarter base. So it's kind of awful, and it's a contradiction that the headquarters, Abuja, does not have a hammer house. So that is why we are pulling up this panel, because we intend to spread, to have more recruits, to care more for our people, to gather up these resources from the petty bulwark sea, to gather up these resources so we can be able to take care of our people, build them into cadre, making sure that they have a better life, making sure that we vote for the revolution. So we are not charity. We are not a charity organization. We will not be a charity organization. We are revolutionaries. So what we do is regroup our people, politically educate them, and make sure that they unite on our four principles of unity, so we can be able to forge ahead and make them build into cadre, build into chiefs, build into strong economic office, build into the agipop system. Just give them different offices. That is what we intend to do, and that is why we need you to cash up the BHU International, so we can be able to fundraise for the Hammer House and other chapter needs for our people to serve them better. Land back.
Ooh, Chief Ide said it beautifully. Didn't Chief Ide say that beautifully? Yes. We are not a charity organization. This is not a charity. This is you funding your liberation. This is you funding the revolution. This is you funding the spread of poor and working class and homeless colonized leaders around the world, and in this case, around the nation of Nigeria. You heard what Chief Ede said. They can't just be in Abuja. They can't just be in Lagos. They have to be in every single corner of Nigeria. And if they're not in every single corner of Nigeria, then they need to make sure that they do what they have to do in order to make sure that the homeless in Nigeria are comfortable enough and are prepared enough and are healthy enough to be leaders in all those cities, in all those villages, in all those towns. What are you doing for the revolution? If you're not doing anything, you can, at the very least, donate to our Nigerian chapter, to our Nigerian leaders. Fund this leadership. Fund these leaders. These leaders are beautiful comrades who have worked so hard just to make sure that the people of their nation are closer to liberation. Help bring them closer to their goal. Donate to Cash App, BHO International. Put the note Nigeria. Let our people know that you are on their side, that you are on the side of the revolutionary, that you are on the side of the leader, that you are on the side of the homeless, that you're on the side of every single person who has said enough to this colonial system. And we will shout you out. We will say thank you because you're showing your support for not the Black Hammer Party, but for the poor and working class and homeless people, colonized people of the world. And so, we want to thank you for watching this video. We want to thank you for participating and showing your support to our people. If you are interested in joining the Black Hammer Party and making more things like this possible, you can join the Black Hammer Party at blackhammer.org/join. Okay? And for joining, you better be ready to serve the homeless. You better be ready to serve the people on the streets because that is how we roll here up in Black Hammer. And if you aren't ready to do that, it's okay. Donate. Help give resources to our communities, our chapters all around the world. And of course, today to our Nigeria chapter. So one last time, donate. Donate to BHO International on Cash App with the note Nigeria. All right, do it today. Do it right now. Take out that phone. Take out that phone and go ahead and do it. It's so easy. You're probably watching this on your phone right now. Go ahead, get out of YouTube, get out of Facebook, and come right back in. Come right back in and donate. Okay. So I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure again to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This video will stay up. Share it, share it, share it. Give some people a sneak peek into what our Nigerian chapter is doing today. And we will see you in the future where we are going to continue to show how our chapters around the world are liberating our people. Land back, everybody, and